I don't know what to say. I'm tired of saying that these were filler episodes. But like, at what point are we gonna say enough with the filler episodes? Because this is a little much, in my opinion. It's just like I don't know what we're doing with, like, it feels like season 2 for the Bad Batch. There's only been maybe 3 episodes out of how many? 10. Anyways, yeah, it felt very unnecessary. It felt like an episode that they had to push out, not that they wanted to push out.
Right.
Like I don't know. Like I've seen a lot of people say on Twitter, like, this is just like Dave Filoni's sandbox at this point. And that's what it feels like. It just feels like it's just like, this is just Dave Filoni's story that he's going to tell regardless of anyone's input.
Which is very George Lucas of him.
Yeah, he's just fucking going for it. Just full send. He's just like, I've got this idea for the Bad Batch and I'm going to go to the end. But it's just like, well, I feel like he had a really great idea, and then he got halfway through and then he was just like, oh, fuck. I don't know what to do
There are many
now.
great minds in the world of storytelling that need people beside them saying no.
Yeah.
George Lucas was one.
Mm-hmm.
Dave is turning into that person. Another great one for you wrestling fans, Vince McMahon. He overstayed his welcome and needed people to start saying no to him, but everyone was terrified of him. So
do you think people are afraid to say no to Dave Filoni?
I think Kathleen and John are probably the only two that feel okay saying no to him at this point, and maybe Iger.
Yeah, I just don't know I don't see the end game here with Bad Batch.
Kevin Feige is becoming that person too.
Oh, I've noticed that.
I think he's so frustrated that he can't. Tangentially, and this all applies to what we're talking about. I think with Kevin Feige, it was, you waited so long to hear Avengers Assemble in Endgame.
Oh yeah,
it was an 11-year buildup, and you've just done this, and it is of no fault of your own. It's because you hit that mountaintop. And that's what everyone was waiting for. So there wasn't anywhere to go but down. It's unfair to say anything otherwise. But when it comes to Marvel, they're trying to reinvent the world, but you've lost the interest of people because a lot of the heroes they're introducing are not the heroes we grew up reading in comic books. You're trying to recreate the entire world. So that's where you're struggling. We'll talk about this more at the end because Liam Neeson had some comments on it too. With Star Wars, it's having to rebuild the entire world against what everyone knew it as in one of the many disconnected canon things of whatever George Lucas was feeling was canon that week. So it's not an easy task, and I don't envy Dave Filoni, but I do think Dave Filoni is just doing what he wants and what he thinks is best. And I understand the idea of world building in an animated series. I get it. And that might be why it was overlapped with Mandalorian now. Maybe it does have absolutely nothing to do with the story. It's so we all don't fall asleep at the wheel.
That's how it feels. Like I was expecting some type of tie-in or like connection or nod or anything to be like, oh, and Mandalorian's coming out next week.
The only thing I could see is that kid coming back because he said, if you ever need a thief, you know where I am. That'd be
interesting.
Thing. That was it.
He'd be pretty old by that point.
No, not even for Mandalorian. I meant in like a later Bad Batch episode.
Oh, yeah. I kind of got that vibe I kind of got that vibe that we see him again.
Yeah. So that could be the only thing I could see we could get from that episode. Aside from that, it was
pretty meh for me.
It was pretty meh.
Like even action sequence wise, like there was really nothing that happened. I was like, that was fucking cool. Like when Hunter went diving for Omega, like that was neat. But like that was really it. There wasn't really anything that happened this episode that made the 26 minutes of watch time worth it for me. Like I feel like we left the Bad Batch at such a high at season 1, and we had that fun teaser. Like what happened